Hi people, this is Yuri and I'm speaking to you from the underworld. Oh, don't do this. Hey! Ugh, I hate seeing myself. My face is not symmetrical at all. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm speaking to this camera and I have no idea what I'm doing. As you might probably know, I'm running out of ideas for these videos, so here we go. Obviously, I didn't write a script for this, so I just really pray everything goes well. I have my coffee here, which if you know me, you also know that this is not good because I don't drink coffee. But I haven't slept in days, and I guess this is what holiday season is like for artists, even the crappy ones, because I don't have a life anymore. But I really wanted to find the time to do this video for my patrons, my lovely patrons, because I have good news. This is the first issue of my comic. It's been finally published. This was sponsored by you, my lovely patrons. So I thought that it could be a good idea to just do a video about this and how this came to life from the very beginning until the paper edition. By the way, you will receive as PDF as part of your reward. I need to remember to breathe. As soon as I published all the pages of the issue on Patreon, you also received the PDF of this. Ended up being in black and white, differently from what I originally wanted. This just happened. People told me it will work better in black and white, and I actually agree. Also, I am not very good at coloring, so I thought this would work better. I got quite positive feedback from a convention I brought this to. It was a very small one, but somebody bought it, so that's good, I guess. Coffee. I'm gonna do this in one take, so there's probably going to be so many cutscenes and stuff. I hate talking. How do people do these things? I guess they probably know English. By the way, sorry about this. Sorry. Since I'm now working from home, I'm not used to talking to people anymore. I just draw, and then my other job is dog sitting, so it's not like I get to talk a lot in English or in a comprehensible language, which is different from this is how I talk to dogs. Coffee again. This is going to take a while, so I'm afraid my coffee is gonna get cold. My god, my face is not straight at all. Just like me. So, how did this thing come to exist? Well, I was going through a bad phase. Not very bad. So I basically started to take some medications. And after a month without being able to draw anything, my brain was basically dead. I was just working, and I was quite depressed. So after starting taking these quite light medications, I had this dream for the first time in months. I basically dreamed about the story. It was great. So I woke up, I just had to write it down, and so I did. There you go. This is the first thing I wrote when I woke up from this dream. Just everything that come to my mind that I could remember. Pages and pages in terrible English. There's a bit of taxes. These character informations, and at some point I also ran out of space, so I had to get a second notebook. More of these. These are just random thoughts, without any. They're not really coherent, and they don't have a timeline. Just shit. So the second step. At this point, I decided to take a short course on how to create comics, because I had done a couple in my childhood, but they weren't scripted. It was just me getting up and just started drawing directly on this sketchbook. Oh, this is wrong. Oh, there's also a cushion, by the way, but it's too short. More coffee. This is gonna be a nightmare to edit. So, I took this course and they explained me how to do what to do step by step. So after jotting down everything that my brain just vomited, it was time to just organize all this stuff. I started doing character sheets. I published one on Patreon. I'm gonna publish more. Just I don't know, I wrote where they live, what they do, their personality, research a bit of personality, whatever. I mean, you're gonna read them when I post them on Patreon. And I did a few, I was too lazy to do them all. So at this point, all the story was coming together. I have all, more or less, the major events. Beginning, middle, end, and something that happens in between, but I'm missing a bit of like links. I think those things will come later. Sometimes I have more dreams, sometimes I just hallucinate, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just bored to death, so I imagine things. So, just to put everything together, I also did a timeline at this point, which I can show you briefly. But it's like there's full of spoilers, so you can't really see, but this is a timeline with everything that happens. I started to research a bit the environment, the settings. I'm studying a tiny bit of concept art. This is really crappy, but basically this is what the infirmary is going to look like. So objects and more or less... Ooh, I'm really bad at this. How it's going to look like in the map. I didn't realize that at first, but it's very important to have a clear idea of what the different settings are gonna look like in 3D, because obviously the characters, the camera around the character is gonna move around, so you need to be consistent in how your setting looks like. After this, the most important thing, probably, after the comic itself, is the script. And I think every professional comic writer needs to do this. More or less the same that you will probably write for a movie, a show. And simply, it's divided by page. Oh, this is the script of issue 1, by the way. Page 1. And this is the introduction. Page 2, you simply divide the page by, come on Fox, by panel, and you write a small short description of how the panel is going to look like, and these are the dialogues. Panel 2, something happens. Between the trees, the full shot of 2 hunters' silhouettes running towards the same direction. I actually changed it quite a bit, but it doesn't matter. It's just so you have an idea. You know, copy means they're not talking. And you can write as also the sound effect, growls, yells, blah blah blah. So this is basically what the writer gives to the artist. In my case, I am the writer and the artist, so I'm basically writing it to myself. I don't think every writer does it like this, but this is what they taught me to do and it works for me. I find it a bit difficult to imagine how the page is gonna look like at this stage. And as you've seen, the page sometimes can end up really different because it's hard at this stage. But what I do is basically I write first all the dialogues and then I start writing descriptions, and then slowly I divide the dialogue in pages, and when I have the page I divide it in panels, and this is how I work, like step by step. The next stage is thumbnailings, which I thought was totally pointless. Not everybody does it, but it helps you saving time. So what do you do with thumbnails? This is my small sketchbook. You simply sort of draw. These are terrible. What the pages are gonna look like, and I also add sometimes numbers for the dialogues, and they match with those in the script, so I know where the dialogues go. They don't need to make sense at all. Look at this crap. What the fuck? But it's just to give you an idea. So again, they don't need to be you don't need to stick to this so much. It's up to you. But they work very well as a guideline. Jesus. I'm gonna make more of these videos, so I better get used to this crap. Obviously at this point you need to start drawing, because yeah, that's what you need to do with a comic. Simply you transfer the thumbnail into a real page and you start working on it and you do the inking and all your stuff and do the magic and you summon Satan and somehow you get a page with a lot of tears. After I finished all my pages, I decided to print. It's like a mock-up to show to people, to brag about it, but also to get feedback. I think I used all the ink in my printer, so don't do this. This is shit. Yeah, and next step is just the final one. You find someone who prints it. And since I'm cheap as fuck, I decided to use some online printing services. You just submit it and they print it to you and it comes in a box and you feel like it's Christmas and you pay money for it and maybe you see it back, maybe you won't, but I think it's worth it. I'm very happy this came to life. This is all thanks to you. I really hope I have time to make more. I'm a bit behind, like a lot. God, I don't want to think about it. I'm working so much on commissions right now and I have very tight deadlines because everybody wants them before Christmas. Jesus, look at my glasses. Oh, I'm all... Okay, stop obsessing over this. What was I saying? I better hurry because I think I only have like 5 minutes of light left in this fucking counter. Whatever I was saying, I think it's gone. What the fuck I was saying? I'm wearing makeup for once, but you can't even tell because I'm cropping it. Oh, I don't know. Look, I lost my train of thought, so do you want to meet Gregory? There you go. This is Gregory. Anyway, hello. You know, he's lost a hand. Hello. Hello, everybody. So, you guys are very welcome to request more of these videos. I think you'll see me chatting and shit talking more in the future because I think only recording myself drawing can be a bit dull at some point. So I might just do some voiceovers or like narrate some videos, or I can just do more like this. I can do whatever. I can do the monkey dance if you want, just whatever you want. You ask me. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, you're very welcome to join my Patreon and request more of these videos. Please don't, I need party to leave. Yeah. So if you want, you can join my Patreon and request more videos. If you can't or don't want to, or you're just seeing my face and wondering what the fuck is she doing on the internet, that is a very good question. You can just comment, or there might be a link somewhere in here if I learn how to do it in time. Join my Patreon, join the fun! Oh, this was so bad. I am so sorry. I hope I can improve. I bought an amazing HD camera. I don't know for what reason. More coffee. I might have had too much coffee at this point. Right, please, if you want to see more or something different, or if you wanna see me humiliating myself more, you can just request more videos on my Patreon page and I'll do whatever you want. I don't have any more ideas unless I have another psychedelic dream and I find something else to do. Okay, there you go. Oh, I better just cut this crap now and end this forever. So thank you for watching this. I don't know if you're still there. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to my horrible English. I'll do my best to improve it. No, I won't. And I better run editing this shit. Oh my god, just shut up. Just end this. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again in another video, hopefully, or on my Patreon page or on my social medias, which should be down below. Thank you and